Hey guys, what's going on? It's TMJ in the USA, episode 8.
Episode 8 already.
I know, it's flying by. This is Sunday in Las Vegas, man. Sunday after the men's Olympia final. Sunday morning cardio on the streets, not of peace.
Well, yeah, they weren't peaceful because they're very busy. This
is Vegas cardio, man. So a lot of people have been asking, where did you do morning cardio? Where did you do night cardio in Vegas? Did you do it on treadmill, in the gym?
Knee rock in the Evans Center Party shit.
Did you do it in the fitness center at the hotels you were staying at? No, man. We busted out on the streets of Vegas. TMJ style, man. First thing in the morning, walking down along the Bellagio, walking through the casinos. Last thing at night, also walking through the casinos, man.
If you're in Vegas, why not do cardio along Las Vegas Boulevard, Joseph?
Why would you go into a gym? It makes no sense. So anyway,
this is Caesar's Palace. I can confirm Caesar was not there.
So, did Caesar really live here? Did you find him, Neve?
We did not find him. This
is Caesar's Palace. So we thought we'd just shoot some footage of a little bit of the inside of some of the most impressive hotels and casinos in Vegas. For those of you that haven't been there, man, Vegas is impressive as hell.
Now, I'm not an artsy person in any way, shape or form, but I was even impressed by the paintwork and the detail.
The attention to detail
on this particular casino.
It's not just in this one, man. It's in all of the casinos. And we had the opportunity to walk through a bunch of casinos during our cardio sessions in the morning and at night. And it's just, it's a pretty good way to make cardio go real quick.
Have you ever seen a curved escalator?
A curved escalator that goes around corners, man.
Well, I hadn't until this
You were breathtaking. We were walking through casinos and Neve would just be completely silent, just taking in all of the scenery.
It was mainly because I was that puffed out, but...
Yeah, we were trying to catch your breath. And then we were walking into the Bellagio. So this is the casino at the Bellagio. Now, a lot of the casinos in Vegas do look the same. They don't let natural light into most of the casinos and there's no clocks around because they don't want you to know what time it is. So you sit there and spend hours and hours and thousands of your hard-earned dollars.
There's just poker machines.
On the poker machines.
Poker machines absolutely everywhere in Vegas.
Everywhere.
Restaurants.
Toilets.
Restaurants.
Bathrooms. All places. Ooh, is that you, Neve? You're supposed to be doing cardio, you banana. Sitting on the poker machine. God damn. Okay, and then so this was later on that day, man. This was one of the most epic workouts we've seen thus far on this TMJ and the USA tour. This is with EHPlabs, Max Philiset, Matt Ogus from Legends of Aesthetics, once again over there with another member of Legends of Aesthetics, Chris Lovato. We got Ulysses Jr. up in the house, the most aesthetic physique on the planet, and then we have Neve.
Yeah, those biceps are nothing compared to Ulysses. I don't really know why I'm even hitting a bicep.
Training with Ulysses and Max, man, made you feel like you didn't even lift. Who is that?
And standing next to Branch Warren.
Is that big Branch Warren in the gym for a photo shoot?
Yeah, him looking at us doing bicep curls with 7-kilo dumbbells.
And who is that Dutch person standing in the back corner?
Big Rooley Winkler.
Big Rooley Winkler as well. BSN hooked us up, man. We actually shot another video that will be uploaded soon, which is a behind the photo shoot video of Rooley Winkler's photo shoot with BSN.
And we'll just give a shout out here to EHPlabs as man. For hooking us up with this.
EHPlabs took some awesome care of us, man. Hooked this workout all up with their athletes and Legends of Aesthetics.
Chris and Steve just, shooting us.
Man, good guys. Real good guys. And you know their products are epic as well.
So we missed our flight in Las Vegas.
Yeah. So this was the next day.
You can see how impressed I am.
This is frustrating me watching this. I'm not going to lie. I may bust out with some nasty words pretty soon.
I was absolutely thinking we were sit there for another 10 years.
I was pissed.
Look at the size of the coffee we had. We had to get something to perk us up.
Our car hire company completely f***ed on us, made us miss our flight. Our flight out of Vegas was supposed to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Missed that flight, got rebooked on another flight that left at midnight. So we were in the hotel. Not the hotel, we're in the airport for 10 hours waiting for a flight. We had to fly overnight to get to Charlotte. Didn't sleep for 1 second on the plane, man. I was pissed.
Even an angry face Joe with his looking at
I never hit angry faces. That shows I was pissed right there.
And the worst thing about sitting in that restaurant, that little cafe, was a Cinnabon.
Oh, the Cinnabon. I have to have Cinnabon for cheat meal this week, man. That stuff's doing my head in. So anyway, this is Vegas Airport. Look, we're opportunistic. We took the 10 hours to do some work and shoot some videos. This is Vegas Airport. Pretty standard airport. Bathrooms, little convenience stores. You're going to see the vending machine where you can buy electronics from. Pretty standard looking airport.
That Best Buy, that's where I bought my Beats by Dre. Joe had to go to a shop because he wanted to sound test them all. I just said, nah, give me the Beats by Dre.
And then boom! Middle of the airport, more poker machines. We just told you there's poker machines everywhere in Vegas. And just in case you didn't do enough gambling and lose enough money in the casinos, man, just before you go, you can go and bust out some more cash in these airport poker machines.
As we said, they're just absolutely everywhere.
And what's even more crazy about them being in the airport is there's actually people using them in the airport. It's one thing to have them there just to say welcome to Vegas or goodbye from Vegas, but there's actually people there sitting there using the poker machines.
Here we are. This was our workstation.
Feeding their gambling addiction.
Station for 8 hours.
10 hours, man. 10 hours we were here. We just set up at near
we sat in the
PowerPoints.
cafes for a couple of hours.
It wasn't a couple of hours, more like half an hour right next to Cinnabon. I couldn't take the Cinnabon. It was driving me nuts, man. I was sitting there with my turkey and broccoli. So we busted out. We made ourselves
how about them see these pretzels? We went and made them. We went and ordered them specially.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Whole wheat pretzels.
Whole wheat baked pretzels, no salt, no butter, man. Just like wholemeal bread right there. And we went to Whole Foods earlier that day and prepared our meals. So we got some, what is that, roast beef? That must have been yours, Neve.
Yeah, I had 3 meals.
I had some turkey.
I had 2 roast beef and 1
I had some chicken. I had a bit of broccoli in there. So we were well prepared. Luckily, we got through the 10 hours and ate 4 meals in that time. So it kind of, it wasn't a completely terrible experience. No, yeah, it was. It was a terrible. What am I trying to say? It was bad, man. And then it was nighttime. It was midnight, man. So before we hopped on the flight, had to do ourselves some midnight cardio.
Did a bit of midnight
had to
cardio.
bust out a walk, and Vegas Airport is quite big, man. So I just bust out some midnight cardio, just right in the middle of the airport, just walk up and down those aisles, man.
This was about 10 p.m.
This was pretty late. This was PM cardio for me right here.
I was
sprinting up. You didn't do it. I did about an hour.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Don't lie to the viewers.
I did, because you did half an hour with me. This was my half an hour beforehand while you were just sitting there listening to your Beats by Dre. You were listening to Leah Mencel's new mix.
Oh, download it.
On SoundCloud.
Download it. Search Leah space Mencel.
Do yourself
on SoundCloud. Do yourself a favour.
So we
finally got on the plane.
Finally got on the plane. And where did the plane take us, Neve?
Detroit.
Didn't take us from Las Vegas across the country to Charlotte. Took us in the almost not opposite direction, but took us right to the top of the United States. We had to go via Detroit.
Luckily, I sat next to a very nice lady she chatted with me the whole way there.
Did she?
She reminded me of my mother.
Really?
Yeah, she was very nice.
I slept for most of that flight, so.
But she chatted to me and she told me all about America and all about where she lived. I chatted the whole way away.
You're such a nice guy, Neve. And that was a red-eye flight, so we got into Detroit. Can you see the time there? 6:07 a.m.
6:07 a.m. So we hadn't slept at it. Well, I hadn't slept at this stage.
I slept a few hours.
So when you see my face in a second, boom, that's why I look like shit.
Yeah, you don't look too good there. But you just hit the Wakatane MassiveJoes transition. Boom! There it is.
And then we walked down and we just found
we were hungry as hell, man.
Yeah, we were absolutely starving because we hadn't eaten since 10 o'clock. We didn't have our caseine. Obviously, it was in the bloody.
It was in the check baggage, man.
Check baggage since 2 o'clock. So look how tired Neve's eyes are.
Neve was pretty tired at this point. But we found a cafe, man, where we could get ourselves some whole wheat pancakes and some egg whites.
As usual.
So who's complaining about that? That was a win
because
in the Motor City.
Now whenever I compare pancakes, I compare them to IHOP and nothing matches up with IHOP.
Yeah, these were definitely not. I had blueberry whole wheat pancakes. They chucked some blueberries in there for me. But nowhere near as good as IHOP. But man, look, we're in Detroit Airport.
I just like to say
6 o'clock in the morning.
It was good. It definitely filled us up. I just like to say how good the customer service is in America.
It's awesome.
Because they constantly, every 3 minutes, well, maybe not 3 minutes, but 5 minutes, coming up, refilling your water.
Because they're working for tips, man.
I know.
They're working for tips. And I just showed you that syrup. I didn't have that syrup, but we were just checking out the nutritional info panel. If you're ever trying to carb load, go get yourself some maple syrup, man.
It would have 55 grams.
It was like 55 grams of carbs in 60 mils.
So check out the tunnel in Detroit Airport.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I had to get my dance on, man.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was like, I'm either going to break down in tears or I'm going to bust out some moves.
And no terrible moves.
So I bust out some moves. I did not care. I was happy, man. And they were playing all kinds of music in that tunnel.
So this is our flight from D-Town, Detroit.
Detroit to Charlotte.
Do they call it D-Town?
We're calling it D-Town.
I don't care.
Let's roll with that.
From Detroit to
Charlotte.
So
That's
we
it,
got.
man.
Oh look, we're in the exit row, so we can stretch our legs out.
Yeah,
Mark
that was
was
awesome.
knocking at the door.
Knocking at the door while we're doing our voiceover. A little bit of a breast jump there on
Chest
Neve.
jump.
Unbelievable.
So now we're nearly there.
And we almost got to Charlotte. Where are we coming to and from, Neve?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Shut up, Joe. I want to sleep.